What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 5, and we are live. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Just had my spicy dinner. I'm feeling great. I'm high on spice.
First off, this is how fat I am. There we go. Got that out of the way. Um, and let's go ahead and open up the sheet. Oh yeah, I gotta slide this over. There we go. Okay, so here is our progress report. You're down to 253 solid, as the guy in the Tim Hortons drive-through says every time I have an order that ends up being $3 even. He
Says
says he
solid.
says that'll be $3 solid, and I'm always like,
Wow.
as opposed to liquid or anyway.
That's a weird thing to say.
And I'm down to 368. But a very important thing for both of us is that we got new scales shortly after podcast number 4, so about a week and a half ago. Whoops, this is podcast 5. And as you can see, I just want to point out here, actually, let me shrink me down even farther here. So I'd been getting weird numbers, and we noticed that like they were always even, like point 0.2, point 0.4, point 0.8, point 0.6. They were always even, and sometimes it'd be like the same exact number for several days in a row. We kind of went over that last podcast. So on June 2nd, I got a new scale, and I weighed in at 370. And my old scale, I made a note over here that it said like 3 pounds lighter, which was crazy. And then the next day I was like basically the same weight, but the old scale was 6 pounds heavier than the day before. So I feel like the new scale, and you did a bunch of research on that, right? Like
Yeah.
how did you come to the conclusion this was the scale we should buy?
Um, I mean, mostly just reviews, and Wirecutter did like a huge scale testing thing where they tested like 47 different scales. But I mean, long story short, like you were saying, apparently garbage scales have scale memory,
Mm,
so instead of actually weighing you every time, they just go back to the last value that they had. Which, like, if you look at yours, like, look at how many times you duplicated your numbers
right.
previous to your new scale, and then when you got your new scale, you never had the same number 2 days in a row after that.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm looking at your chart. There isn't a single day that was the same.
Yeah, you're right. Because, like, what are the odds after 24 hours you would weigh the exact same amount? Like, down to the
Especially like not
decimal.
even point one. Like there
Right.
should be some type of a difference. So
And now we have odd numbers in here: point 0.5, point 0.3,
yeah.
point
So
0.7.
obviously this scale is significantly more accurate. It doesn't use some kind of a jank memory system. So we're getting hopefully more accurate readings, and
Right.
you know that way you can actually feel like you're making some results instead of it just locking into
And
two
being
numbers
random.
over and over again.
I mean, overall, in the beginning, like, it's clear I was losing weight. It was just, it didn't give me an accurate, like, there'd be like 4 day spans where I had no clue if I had lost weight or not. And
Yeah. And
that's
then it would just
that's
like
rough.
fall off a cliff and you'd lose like 6 pounds, and it was
Right.
like, okay, that doesn't even make sense.
And then the next day I'd be 6 pounds heavier, like over there. So anyway, let's see what our numbers are here. So you were at 258 and you're down to 253. So that is a solid 2 week span there for you. Um,
That's 5.7 pounds.
5.7. Okay, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was at 373.2, and exactly 2 weeks later, 368.6. So about 5.5 pounds. And yeah, that's a good amount. or 4.5. Did I do
Four
that?
and a half.
Yeah, four and a
Yeah,
half. So two
that's still really good.
2 pounds a week. Yeah, yeah. That's about the clip I've been going at. Yeah, I kind of screwed up my leg and my foot, and I've been taking it easy with the gym. I think I went a little too hard because I would like be sprinting. Like for me, doing 2 miles, 2.5 miles, like I don't know, 13 minutes, 14 minutes around there. Like that was me just pushing it too much, and I think I overdid it, and my leg kind of just like gave out, and it was like extremely sore. Like it kept me up half the night, and I couldn't sleep. And so yeah, I'm gonna get back on the horse soon, but I just thought I'd be smart, cause like we said before in the beginning of all this, that this is a marathon. So like it's not the end of the world if you have to take a few days off. Just it doesn't mean you're quitting. That's the biggest thing. Is in the old days, I'd be like, I'd have a setback. Okay, well, I might as well just have a cheat meal, and then I might as well. Okay, and then
Might as well eat a deep dish pizza. My
three,
leg hurts.
3 weeks later, you realize like you've had pizza 6 days in a row, and yeah, you're
Yeah,
you're you're like heavier than when you started,
it's just one hot right? It's not a big deal.
right? So, so yeah, solid 2 weeks for both of us. We're using the exact same scale now, and it's also nice because the number comes up like immediately when you step on it, and it's like you get the same number over and over when you step on it. So it's
Yeah,
you,
and it
you,
was what, like $18 or
18
something.
dollars like shipped to my house the very next day. So
Yeah, that's insane that it's that cheap for an accurate scale. But
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I mean it's going pretty well. I got my running in full gear now, so it's
yeah.
I think I'm running like 2.5 miles, 2.6 miles right now. So I'm just gonna
That's
keep doing that
that's
until
where I'm
the
at. I think I should just go a little bit slower though. Like when I do it, like
yeah.
I don't need to. I'm not trying to break records every time I go, And I think if
No,
I
yeah,
if
I'm
I go
I'm more
slower,
focused on distance right now, and then like
yeah,
eventually you can work in speed conditioning, but like that really should be the last thing you do because as you found out, you can injure yourself pretty easily going too quickly.
right. And that's something we really have to talk about here. On the 6th, you
Pew,
hit
pew,
50 pounds lost. That's
pew.
amazing.
Nice
Because
fitty.
and you did it in 98 days.
Yeah, 98
Because
days.
this, yeah, we started on the second line on the spreadsheet here. So 99 is actually day 98. So that's
Mm-hmm.
really impressive. And if you told me
Nine.
like, in 100 days you're going to be down like 33, 36 pounds or whatever, like
You wouldn't believe me.
yeah, that's it's really not that long if you think about it.
Not at all. It's just slightly over 3 months.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's it.
3 months. So we're on day what 105 right now,
Yep.
and I'm down 36.4 pounds, and you're down 51.8, and we
Mm-hmm.
we still have roughly 142 days till Vegas, and we're excited about that. We have our tickets booked for the flight. We have the
Yeah.
hotel booked, right?
Yeah. And think about it, like we're not even halfway. We haven't hit the halfway point yet. Like there's still 142 days.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Like, so I'm thinking, what, at least 60 pounds for me, right?
Yeah.
That I'll be
Yeah,
down.
easily. Yeah, because you figure you got like let's say you stayed at the exact same clip right now for the next 105 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would put you at 72.8.
Wow.
And then you still have like a buffer of like 30 additional days
Right.
because we have 142 left. So, yeah, I don't, in no world do I see you not hitting 60 before we leave. Like,
Right.
not a chance. Like, you'll be fine.
And so, just to give people an idea, like who maybe have never been over 300 pounds, like it's like there's like a ledge. So like everything is really hard to do, and everything hurts, and it's like you're handicapped. So like once I get to a weight where it's no longer like excruciating to exercise, I can do a lot more. And I last time I did this and I got below 300, I because it was like slow, 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 lose a pound a week, maybe 2 pounds, and then all of a sudden I was losing 5 and 6 and 7 pounds a week for like a month straight because I hit that like I broke that plateau, and all of a sudden it was just like it's way easier to exercise. I have way more energy during the day, and I'm more active, and I'm just like constantly moving around. And so like I'm looking forward to that, and I do think that, yeah, like I think this will speed up for me at some point. And when that happens, I usually have stretches where I get like even more strict with my diet, and it
Well, and
just
we talked about it a bit before too. Like sleep quality has improved
mhm,
significantly. So, and it's like as a result of that, like you were saying, more energy, it's easier to do stuff. Like, you're not getting heartburn in the middle of the night. You're
right.
not like waking up in the middle of the night. Like, you can't really oversell how important that is. And like, I mean, I don't know about you, but like my sleep's been good for probably over a month. So I mean, it doesn't take a lot to get to that point. Like if you go back a month, like, we were at I was only at 38.8 loss and you were at 25.6. So like let's say, around 25, 30 pounds sleep improved. Like that's
Right.
not that hard of a goal to hit. You can do that in 2 months according to our sheet.
Right.
So like, things compound like that. Like you're getting better sleep, you got more energy, you're more mobile, you're able to do things easily and your back doesn't hurt all the
And
time, like
you're getting stronger too. Like I feel stronger. Like I'm running faster. Like when I'm doing all the yard work and running the lawnmower and stuff, like my lower back isn't hurting nearly as much, or So yeah.
dude, like tying my shoes when I was at my peak was a pain.
Yeah.
Like just bending over and tying your shoes was like Jesus, like this shouldn't be this difficult.
Yeah. Simple things like that. So yeah, that's I just wanted to bring that up so if anyone that's watching, this podcast understands like when people get that heavy, it's everything is different. And that's a big reason why I'm doing this too is like I just want quality of life back. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing more things and traveling a bit more. My wife loves to travel, and today also I have to mention that she passed her citizenship interview slash test. So she will become an American citizen as soon as she's sworn in. So congrats to her.
Yeah,
And
congrats. That's
it's gonna
sick.
make traveling easier for her too, like leaving the country. And if you're a citizen and you have a passport, it's a lot easier. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. And speaking of sleep, for our work, we in the summer we switched to 10-hour days, and we all get up earlier. And yeah, so like I haven't been sleeping so great lately, getting used to that. But yeah, I'm hoping that that changes, and then the weekends won't screw me up too much because I'm not like sleeping in too long and all that stuff. But I keep I find that I have more days than I should that I forget to take my vitamins. I don't do you
Yeah, I do the
deal with
same
that?
thing. You know what I do, and unfortunately, because so I used to do protein shakes every morning, but then I sort of switched to like doing them just on my running days, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Hmm.
So I can remember to take them when I take my protein shake because like my
Oh,
my brain thinks like you're about to drink your protein shake before you leave the house, take your pills.
right.
But if I don't do it with the protein shake, I never remember them. I never remember them, which is just terrible. But
Yeah.
I need to come up with some kind of a better strategy. Like I don't know, like leave a can at work and a can at home, and then like do it at lunch or something. Like so they're like
Right.
staring at you on your desk, which might be something I end
I
up
thought
doing.
about that. Like bringing them to work, but then they tore apart our office and like
Right.
we don't have
So
desks and drawers anymore, so we're kind of just like freelancing around the district. And but yeah, I
yeah.
did think about that. I'm like, if they're at work and they're on your desk, you're gonna see
Well, and
them.
then like I'm gonna see you take them, or you're gonna see me take them, and then we're
Right.
gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right, vitamin. Like it's one of
Hmm.
those things. It's really just getting back into the habit of that. But yeah, it's you gotta have liquid with them because they're freaking gigantic horse pills.
Yeah. I like choked on one almost. Like yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and they're
so we are, let's see, 6:13. So we will be somewhere down here. All right. So what do you think? You're averaging what, like 5 or 6 pounds every 2 weeks?
yeah, I think it's somewhere around there. That
Okay.
that math sounds
So
about
in
right.
the 40s for sure. I have no doubt you'll be in the 40s, like mid 40s, low 40s, and that's pretty cool. And then for me, I'm gonna try and step it up. I feel like with the new
You
scale,
gonna try and do like low 60s, high 50s?
that's what I'm saying. Like it'd be great if I didn't just sit in the 60s for as long as like I was in the like look how long I was in the 70s.
Yeah, you ran the 70s
Holy crap,
for
dude! Since 513, it was like a month,
30. It was almost 30 days.
almost. Yeah.
1 day short. Wow.
I mean, I dipped down here, but that was kind of a fluke.
Yeah,
Um,
and then it like it
right.
bounced back.
I think I was just like I had like less sodium and didn't have as much water or something that day.
Oh, I was gonna mention something actually that I discovered that I was gonna bring up to you.
Hmm.
So I I think I don't drink enough water.
I don't
So
either.
there was one day, I don't remember what I was doing, but I just I had like a bottle of water from the gas station or something, or like, and I drank like the whole thing. It was like a liter. And then like I don't know why, but I had another bottle of water, and it's like I don't want to waste them, so like I'm gonna drink the whole thing. So like that day I drank like 2 liters of water. When I went running that day, like I could feel an actual difference in performance just from drinking that water throughout the day before I went running.
Hmm.
So I went on Amazon and I bought it's a half-gallon stainless steel water bottle jug that I'm going to bring to work, because what my problem is at work our water kind of sucks
Yeah.
and we don't have an ice maker. So I'm just going to fill this thing up before I leave to work, and if I drink a half a gallon, that should be enough for the day. So I just need to like drink that whole jug.
Right.
So I'm gonna try and do that and see if I notice any significant difference, because that's just under 2 liters of water.
Mhm.
But I was just shocked. I was like, dude, I think I'm severely dehydrated, even though I don't really feel like I'm dehydrated,
Yeah.
because I felt like money that day, like way better than normal, which is just weird because the only difference was I just drank a ton of water.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. Like I had days where I was I have like a bigger water bottle. It's about the size of this like large cup that I have here on my desk. And I would have, I'm not even joking, 8 or 9 of those in a day, and I would constantly be getting up to pee, and that's how I know. And if your pee is more clear, then you know that like you're probably drinking enough. But yeah, lately with all the move we've done, and I just haven't been drinking nearly as much water. And I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, I know for a fact I'm not drinking enough water, so that might be why my leg got hurt.
No, it definitely could be. Like
Yeah.
I know people cramp more
No,
significantly
that's what it
when
was.
they're
Cause like I'm such a big guy that if I get like a really bad cramp in my muscle and like my calf, like it hurts to walk for days.
I bet you were dehydrated
That's
then,
yeah.
because that's like the first thing that happens when you're dehydrated is you get like awful cramps.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'll send you the link or show it to you tomorrow, but like it wasn't even that expensive either. Like I thought it was going to be like significantly expensive for something that big.
Yeah.
But I figured, I'll just do a half gallon, and if I drink that in a day, I should be set at that point,
I've
and I
got
shouldn't.
I've got my thermos that has the nozzle on it that I use for the extravaganza when I make my Tanqueray mix.
Oh, yeah.
That thing, like, I'll bring that in and see.
Here.
It might be
I just
bigger.
sent I just sent it over to you, but it's
Okay.
not it was like $35. And like for $35 for a double vacuum insulated stainless steel,
That'll last. That'll
water
last.
bottle.
Yeah, a very long time.
Yeah, and it's gonna keep it cold. Like that's my other thing too. It says it keeps ice 24 hours. So, that's
Oh
all you
wow.
need it for is a day. So fill it up in the morning and then drink it throughout the day.
Okay. I'm just gonna put
But
a note here. Not drinking enough water. Yeah, because we've been learning a lot of stuff. I feel like over the last
hmm
like I had that day I realized that like my calories were actually way higher than we thought, and um stuff like about working out and what we can and can't do, and man, it's just like
Yeah, it's
we found
it's
out
it's
that you do have days where you gain some weight back and you're not perfect. Like that's really good.
yeah, it occasionally happens. Every once in a
And now we're
while.
learning that we're both like probably getting cramps because in not running as well as we could be because we're not drinking enough water. So
Yeah, but I mean that's what's nice though, is you learn these things, you make those corrections, you figure it out, and then things continue to improve. Like,
let's do minus 6 pounds. So 362 in 2 weeks. Okay.
not bad.
I'm just doing a called shot here. Yeah, cause
You going
I've
going
been
-6?
2 pounds a week is good, but like I feel like I can get like a 3 week stretch where I'm doing 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any reason why you wouldn't be able to be
Right.
honest. Like I think you could have some significant days or a significant couple weeks or something. So
Mhm.
uh, I definitely think it's possible.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for this week, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks for episode 6.
All right.